Good day, everyone, and welcome to the Grumpy Old Gamers podcast. You can't teach an old gamer new tricks. I'm Ryan, and with me, as always, turn the good buddy Rob.
Woo!
Over there, this guy.
Hello.
How's it going?
Oh, it's going.
It's going.
It's going.
All right.
Who's excited? You know what? Our Edmonton Oilers, they're through the second round.
They are.
We can live vicariously through the highly paid athletes.
Yeah.
Yep. And Toronto's out.
And Toronto's out. That's all that really matters.
At this point, we don't even need to keep playing.
I saw a great meme floating around on the weekend before the game, and it's like, either the Toronto Maple Leafs are going to be eliminated for the 21st time in a row, or the Boston Bruins are going to lose for the third time in a row, or the third time in recent history, a 3-1 series lead to. And it's like, either way, it's going to be hilarious. Like,
either way, everyone else in North America wins.
Either way, everybody, North America wins.
Yep. Yep. It was good.
It was
good. Yeah.
So, Rob, this is episode number 135.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just pretending to drink rubbing alcohol there. I hope it's pretend.
Just straight isopropyl. Make the pain
It's
go
all
away.
that gets me drunk now. Yikes.
135.
Episode 135.
135.
Yeah.
All right.
So we took, 3 weeks between this one? Last week we just couldn't make anything work.
Time.
Yeah.
Time is just a construct.
Yeah, we really tried. We really tried. And doing this every other week is hard on my scheduling with my wife, because she'll book stuff for me on Mondays.
Yep.
And it's like, no, it's a podcast Monday. And then she feels horrible, and she's like, no, I'll cancel my plans. And I'm like, no, I'll cancel mine. And it was a slow week in news anyways.
That's right. But now we have super exciting news.
Yeah. Well, you just want to get right into... You just want to get right into news, Rob?
Sure.
Okay.
Let's get right into news.
Well, first bit of news, when we signed off on news last time you hung out with us, we let you know that Nintendo was going to be having an Indie World Direct. And it happened.
It did.
Yeah.
They announced the Switch 2. No, they didn't.
They did not.
They didn't announce the Switch.
They did
2.
not. So they did. It was a 20-minute showing, and they blasted through a bunch of games. One that was kind of interesting is Yars Rising. Did you watch the trailer for this?
I haven't watched any of these trailers. In fact, I'm looking at it for the first time.
Oh, okay.
And so just the first one on the list you sent me.
Oh.
I'm like, that's the most Nintendo game I've ever seen in my life.
Yes, Little Kitty in the Big City.
Little Kitty, Big City. Yars Rising.
Yars Rising. So it's not a shooter. It's a Metroidvania-style platforming adventure. Which I'm not sure what has to do with Yars. I guess maybe they dive more into the Yars story.
Right? Starring the folks at Way Forward, makers of Shantae.
Mm-hmm. So
they know their Metroidvanias. They do it real good. Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
On the Switch, it will run at 12 frames a second.
There you go. I didn't watch all of these trailers. I watched a couple of them. But something that kind of one that I did watch that interested me was the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate. It's going to be a roguelike.
Okay.
kind of in the sense of like Hades. It'll be like Hades, except
Okay.
it'll be
Yeah.
with Ninja Turtles. So I guess it was previously released on Apple Arcade, and is coming now. So
Oh,
I
right on.
can't wait to play that. Um,
Sorry, I've got that Yars Rising video. Just music's playing in the background there. Just grooving along.
Cat Quest 3 is
Oh,
coming out August 8th.
you know what? Those are actually really good games.
Yeah, I remember you saying that you really liked
Yeah, they were
2.
fun.
But the one that had me fist pumping was the announcement of SteamWorld Heist 2.
Oh yeah, there
You
it
know, I
is.
mean,
Look at you.
not only do I like the whole SteamWorld like
Hmm.
franchise, like all their games are super fun. Um, I particularly loved the first SteamWorld Heist. It's kind of
Yeah.
an
Oh yeah.
action, turn-based puzzle game. I don't know, like I
Sure.
don't even know how
Yeah.
like, but yeah, it's like a turn-based side-scrolling, which is a huge difference from most turn-based stuff, right? Like it's
Hmm.
side-scrolling, so you're always working in the 2D. Um, yeah, it looks pretty awesome. I really can't wait to play it. Any of these catch your eye, Rob? Or
You know, actually, yeah, they have. Now that I'm looking at them, because I totally didn't watch this up until 8 seconds before you started to read the list. Um, yeah, I mean that Cat Quest 3. You know, I'll be all about checking that out. And
mm-hmm.
not so. I don't. The Year's Revenge one, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of cutesy stuff, and I don't know. SteamWorld. I was big into SteamWorld as well there too. So
Yeah.
you know, some good stuff. The Switch still has some legs as a moderately powered Android handheld. Um, and I'm not saying that to slag on the Switch. There's been lots of great games on the Switch, but yeah, they get a lot out of what they've got still, and it's a great thing for indies. And yeah, it's Nintendo.
Absolutely.
That was words of wisdom with Rob. It's Nintendo.
It's Nintendo.
It's just Nintendo.
Hey.
I mean, they're not doing the Switch Online stuff, so may as well play some indie games.
Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Um.
Remember
So
Switch Online? It was pretty cool.
when they updated it,
Yeah, yeah. You remember that time they had a new game back in 1997?
yeah. My goodness.
Maybe it'd be different with the Switch too.
Ooh. Good segue,
Oh,
because I was about to
oh,
segue there,
ah.
but so I read these rumors about the Switch 2, and one of the people who were supplying these rumors said they were brought into a room and they got to put their hands inside of a box, and the Switch 2 was inside the box, but they couldn't actually see it. They could just feel it. They could just touch
Is
it.
that real?
Yeah, that's what this um they were they were out of Mexico. That's what they were saying happened. But one of the things that someone else is the Spanish outlet Vandal.
Okay.
They're the ones who, if you read their story about it, they say it's smaller than the Steam Deck, but it is definitely heavier than the previous Switch. Um, I've seen all sorts of things saying it's got an 8-inch screen, which would be 2 inches bigger than the current one, than the OLED.
Right, right.
Um, but the big thing that's been verified by a couple outlets now is that the Switches, instead of having the slide-on controllers, they're going to be what's the term they used here? Electromagnetic suction will keep the new Joy Cons on the side of the on
That's
the
a
side.
buzzword right there.
Yeah, right.
That's like buzzwords at my place of work.
Yeah.
The Switch 2 will provide synergy and be innovative, and will monetize its assets. Well,
uh,
creative and industry leaders in magnetic suctioning.
Yeah. Right?
I'm so tired. Yeah. No, it's funny because every time we see one of these, like, there's actual tech specs and stuff. Like, it's just funny that you mentioned, like, a box and people put their hands in it.
Mm-hmm. But they weren't actually allowed to see it, but they could touch it. Yeah.
We're going to tell you all about what this would look like. It's actually just like peeled grapes.
It feels like eyeballs.
Oh, it feels like eyeballs. Yeah.
Well, what else? What else do I got here? That was the Switch rumors. So, electromagnetic suction Joy-Cons.
Will be the new catchphrase of 2024.
Right?
Yeah. Well, why don't you take your electromagnetic suction? Go fly a kite.
Go fly a kite. What do we got next here? Oh, so Xbox had an indie event as well. And being a horrible podcaster like I am, I did not get a chance to watch any of these.
I didn't even know this was a thing until come to us for all your gaming news.
Mm-hmm. That's what you do. I really want to watch this trailer for 33 Immortals. That's that 33. Yeah. That's that 33 player that they're describing as multiplayer Hades.
Yes.
Right.
Yes. They were talking about this
a couple
of years ago, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And it's finally the closed beta goes into closed beta on May 24th. So.
Okay.
They announced Commando's Origins. Oh, that's not. I'm thinking of Commando, the old Capcom game, but this must be something different.
Yeah, no, this is in the 90s. They had these Commandos games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was.
I don't think I ever played any of them.
No. Huh. It's real-time stealth gaming.
Mm-hmm.
As opposed to non-real stealth gaming. So many buzzwords. Oh, is that FMV? Oh, no, it's not. Aww.
So, the developers of Life is Strange, they showed off Lost Records, which is their next adventure game.
Right.
I haven't played any of those, so I don't have much to, but I know a lot of people are interested.
They want to make you feel things. Oh. Jackbox Naughty Party Pack.
Yeah.
Jackbox is getting a horny mode, it says. Okay.
So apparently they've never referenced sex, drugs, or other suggestive themes, but apparently it's going to be all over this box.
Okay.
I mean, I think there's a lot of innuendo in those games.
They're all... Yeah. So I'd say, yeah, they talk about that all the time. But
yeah. But they've never directly referenced that stuff, so... All right. What else we got here? Anything else that catches my eye? Oh yeah, Humanity is coming to Game Pass, which is... Have you seen...
Yeah, we saw the trailers for that like 35 years ago.
Well, it came out on PlayStation a year or two ago.
Oh, did it actually release?
Yeah. Oh, last year.
Okay.
Yeah, last year.
Ah.
And I'm really quite interested in this. I like Lemming type games where you got streams of a character and you got to figure out the puzzles. And
did anyone ever say, "Oh, the Humanity" after they played it?
I hear you have to, or else you don't pass the level. It listens to you and says, if you don't say that,
this is uncalled for.
Oh, a surprise update to Vampire Survivors. That's a surprise because I didn't even know it was out.
That is quickly becoming the No Man's Sky. Your next No Man's Sky.
Yeah, man.
It's like, oh, another free update.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And the Contra. I knew the Contra update was coming right away.
Ah,
which I'm kind of excited for. That could be pretty fun.
it's coming in 3 days.
Yeah. Yeah, so that was the Xbox. I know we didn't. A lot more games were announced that we're just kind of reading little blurbs about here, and so yeah, dig further if you're interested,
Yep.
because we don't care.
So May 9th, that'll be. So the Oilers play their first game against the Vancouver Canucks on May 8th, and so May 9th, Vancouver should be riding by that point.
Yes.
Probably
Also,
burning things.
Xbox has announced their next showcase and a mystery game event for June 9th. And that's, I guess
mystery game.
That's kind of right in the old. Wouldn't that be right in the old E3? In the old E3 times?
Right in the old poop shoot.
Yeah. Right in the kisser.
Can we talk about E3 anymore?
Not without pouring one out.
Yep.
So yeah, well, I guess
those are indie games.
Just over a month for the next Xbox showcase. A lot of the rumors I've been reading are saying that the mystery game is probably going to end up being Call of Duty Black Ops 5.
Duty.
So,
if you held a gun to my head
mm-hmm.
and asked me to put the Call of Duty games in order,
you would die.
Might as well just shoot me.
Yeah.
Might as well just shoot me. Like, it's like there was the original Call of Duty, Call of Duty 2, Electric Boogaloo,
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
See, I would have been lost right there.
Call of Duty. Well, I don't even know where that comes in the mix of.
Gotcha. Call of Duty, the dutier.
The dutiest, yeah. The duder.
Call of Duty.
The duder.
Duty. Yeah. Speaking of duty.
Oh. This next
what's
one,
Sony been up to, Ryan?
Oh my goodness. So.
Nailing the segues today.
Yeah. You're on top of it.
Cut it out.
Sony announced, kind of out of the blue late last week, that to continue playing Helldivers 2 on Steam, you are going to have to sign into the PlayStation Network and create a PlayStation Network account.
How'd that go, Ryan?
It went awesome. If you like hearing things...
The end. Roll credits.
Yeah.
We're done.
If you like hearing things like thousands of people started refunding their Helldiver game, which Steam was allowing, and Sony actually took it off sale in a bunch of countries to kind of battle this, and they were sticking to their guns until yesterday, saying that you had until the end of May to log into a PlayStation account, or else you would not be able to play Helldivers 2.
Well,
so people lost their minds. This is the first game that's coming out that Sony is doing this with on Steam.
Yep.
Because they've been dabbling in like adding a lot more of their first party titles to Steam and PC, right?
Yep.
I think are they on the Epic Store too, or just Steam?
I believe just Steam.
Okay.
But
yeah. Also, people started review bombing Helldivers, and it's way down there now. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where you half get it and you half don't. I mean, if you wanted to play GTA on PC, I'm pretty sure you have to create a Rockstar account. If you want to play Hitman, I forget their developer, but I'm pretty sure you have to make IO Interactive. I think you have to make an IO Interactive account.
Sure.
The games like they make games like Stellaris and other big RPGs like that. That's another company that requires you to.
Mm-hmm.
I think they make city skylines, and
Okay.
you have to log in with one of their accounts. You gotta create an account.
And my comeback to that, I guess, would be those games you'd have to sign in day one,
mm-hmm.
and you'd kind of know what you're getting into. And second, those companies haven't had a couple massive data breaches of customer information lately.
Absolutely, yeah.
Sony's got kind of a track record of, leaving the back door open. Not innuendo.
Yes. No.
Well, kind of, in a data way, I guess.
So, something that's gonna be interesting to see what happens is Ghost of Tsushima is coming out in a week or two here on Steam. Mm-hmm. And you'll require to have the PlayStation Network login to be able to play it on Steam.
Sure.
But it's going to be right from the start. So.
Yeah, people will know of it, I guess. And, just dropped my nut. Don't go out back. Sorry. Speaking of innuendo. Just dropped my nut.
I dropped my nut.
Sorry.
On the floor
in front of me. Anyone who's been watching the show for a while knows I nervously fidget with stuff the entire length of the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And little bits go flying everywhere of things I'm playing with.
But your nut this time. That was the big one.
My nut. Just lost my nut. Just a squirrel trying to get a nut.
To move your butt?
To move my butt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, anyways, back to Helldivers 2. Also, Arrowhead Studios was not really... They weren't on board with this. They were kind of taking a no stance on it. They're like, talk to Sony.
Yeah. Talk to the boss.
Yeah. So... But they backed out of it for now. But I think it's something that'll be revisited for sure. So, interesting times for Sony.
That's right. Always doing the popular thing.
Yeah. Always making friends. How to make friends and influence people by Sony. Okay.
And that's the news.
Is it the news? That's all, hey?
I think it's the news. That's everything.
Yeah.
There was absolutely nothing else that happened in the last couple of weeks.
This is what I found in the 20 minutes before we came on.
That's right.
Before we came on live.
Like, right, we're doing a show today.
As always, we're very well prepared.
Video games.
Speaking of video games, Rob, why don't you tell us what we've been playing so I can have a little break?
All right.
And go.
Well, I've been playing a couple of bangers. Bangers, I say. Well, you may have heard, it's kind of an indie game. No one really knows about it. But I've been playing a game called Peggle Deluxe on my Steam Deck. And nothing says, boy, I'm listening to a couple of, gaming experts as me playing an Android game on my Steam Deck. But hear me out. Been a crazy couple of weeks here. Haven't had a lot of time to play the games, and I come home pretty much dead after days of working at a job I love dearly with every piece of my heart. And when I'm sitting there eating pints of ice cream and crying, you don't really have a lot of hands free to play the action games. So I've been playing Peggle Deluxe, which was it was either free or 37 cents on the Steam Deck store.
Yeah.
And it's just man, if you're right now saying Peggle's not a real game, first off, shut up. But you're probably right. But it's, you know what? It's got just enough strategy and bouncing lights and.
And ode the joy when you finish a level. Like
That's right. That's right. And it's a fantastic little game that's great for killing time and driving away the sadness for a little bit.
I was bugging Rob right before we came on because I saw he added that to the list, and I was like, "Oh, playing Peggle now, are we?" Because I think it's even on an episode where we were talking about our favorite puzzle games, and I dropped the name Peggle, and you got that blank look. You're like, Peggle? And then for months, I'm like, dude, you need to play Peggle. You're gonna love it. And when I say that to Rob, that usually means that Rob's like, I'm not gonna love it.
I rush out and play that game right away is what happens.
No.
I'm like, I trust my buddy Ryan. He never leads me astray. So anyway, Peggle.
It brings me so much joy to see Peggle on his list and that he's playing it.
You shoot balls. It's like a pachinko board. You have superpowers. And like Ryan said, Ode to Joy plays in the end. And you can play it on like anything. It's like 37 cents on the Steam store.
You know what's really weird is like, how many versions are there of it? Is it?
I don't know.
Because
I really don't know.
Like I know
there's a Peggle 2.
Yeah, and then I haven't seen any more Peggle since then. I don't think.
I think people got Peggled over.
Peggle's just fun to say.
Peggle.
You
have to be careful because there's.
That was on your side.
That was on my side. The cats. I don't know what they're doing upstairs.
They're coming through the floor.
Like, they can probably hear me, and they're trying to get through the floor. But sorry, it's a Peggle. And awesome. Then another little. The other thing, while I was sitting there, after I was done my ice cream and I could use my other hand, I was playing a little bit of Star Wars Squadron on the Steam Deck. Which, honestly, I don't know. I didn't give it a fair enough chance, I think, when it first came out. I don't remember there might have been something shiny or something, but when they had a Star Wars May the 4th be with you, May the 4th be with you fail, and it was like $4. And I'm like, okay, let me give it a try. The Steam Deck is perfect for it because you can wave it around like this, like you're in a TIE fighter. Pew, pew, pew. I'm your father. No, I'm your father.
So what you're saying is you just turn the sound off and you make your own sound effects?
I make all the noises.
Awesome. That is pure awesome.
Pew, pew. And then the Adderall kicks in. And, no, I don't take Adderall. Not that there's anything wrong with taking Adderall. I'm just saying I don't personally take Adderall. I eat ice cream instead, and it makes me happy.
There you go.
You'd never know by looking at this fine physical specimen you got in front of you there, but I like the ice cream. That's what I've been playing, Ryan.
Excellent.
How about you? You've probably been playing like real video games.
Well, I'm still playing a lot of Helldivers too. I've already logged in with my PlayStation because I was hoping one day they have crossplay that I can carry my save over to the PlayStation, which right now I can't. So you sign in, but there's no crossplay? No.
Why do they have you sign in then?
To tell you the truth, I have no idea because it doesn't count towards any trophies or you get achievements from Steam, but you don't get any from PlayStation.
That's silly.
Yeah, I honestly don't know why. But like you have the option to link your account. Sorry, I should say. Like it logs you in with your Steam account, and then you can link your PlayStation account. But right now, I don't know what benefit that brings.
Fair enough.
So on the weekend, I took a little break from Helldiving and decided to go fire up my Xbox. And I logged in and I played Diablo 4 for a bit. And also something from last episode I wanted to report on. My save carried over to the Xbox.
Hey!
So I don't know for sure if it was just carried over through Game Pass and Xbox, or if it was also carried over by the fact I have my Blizzard account logged in on my Xbox too because I'd played Overwatch 2 on the Xbox. So I don't know if it's a combination of the two or if just the fact that Xbox carried the save over, but yeah, my save was carried over, so I put another hour or so into Diablo 4, and I like it. You know, it's fine. It feels like a lot to get into.
Sure.
With the other stuff I'm playing, so I was like, you know what, I'm gonna go play some other things on the Xbox. I'm like, oh, I haven't logged into Forza 5 forever. So I go to log in, and there's like 110 gig upgrade. So I'm like, okay, let's get this upgrade started. Hell, you know what? I heard Starfield just got a big patch. Let's head into Starfield. Oh, this also has a 65 gig patch. So then I was digging through my library, and this brings me to the next game that I landed on. And I bought SSX3 for like $3 or $4 one time when it was on sale because I love SSX3. It is my favorite one. Well, it's right up there. It's Tricky and SSX3 are right.
Okay.
I mean, SSX Tricky has some way better courses in it.
Mm-hmm.
But SSX3 has the whole upgrading system for all the characters. And kind of the open world connecting the runs and everything. So a little more better thought out game, I think. But the reason I wanted to mention here, besides, you know, something else I was playing, is this is one of the Xbox Enhanced games. And you may have heard, they started doing this with the Xbox One X? Oh my god. Is that right? Yes, Xbox One X, when that was their super-powered Xbox One. They started delivering these enhanced games, which have, you know, enhanced up to 4K graphics and better frame rates and all that stuff. So, anyways, I fired it up on the Series X, and at first I was like, ooh, this is enhanced? Because a lot of the full motion video was playing.
Oh, yeah.
And that's not enhanced. So we're talking GameCube, PS2 era full motion videos going on. But man, once you get into the gameplay, it is so silky smooth and looks amazing that I ended up playing that for almost 2 hours. Like, just sat there and it just sucked me in, because sometimes I find, like, if you're playing something old or retro, you kind of need a smaller screen, or, you know, some really good way to convert it, because on you know, on the LCDs and everything, things get a little, I don't know, it doesn't look good trying to put that stuff up there. But man, like, it looked good, it played good. The buttons, it took me a little bit to figure out how they mapped them to the current controller, because did the original Xbox controller not have shoulder buttons? Did it just have
100% did. Yeah.
It had triggers, but did it have shoulder buttons?
Oh yeah.
It did, hey?
Yeah, it had 4, yeah, you bet.
Okay. Because that's weird, because it doesn't seem like the shoulder buttons do anything. Yeah. Only the triggers do. So, anyways, I was having a blast. I was just having a blast. I started out crashing a lot, but soon the muscle memory came back, and I was doing fine. So I'm gonna, you know, dig through the library and check out games that they have for sale in the store there that are Xbox or Xbox 360, and they might be enhanced.
Enhanced.
What are you looking for, Rob?
I'm just gonna grab an original Xbox controller here.
Oh, okay.
I'll be darned. I was wrong.
It doesn't have shoulder buttons?
It does not.
Oh,
it has
just triggers.
Yep, just 2 triggers right here and here.
Yeah.
And then no buttons here.
Well,
but it has extra It's got the white and the black
Oh,
on top there, and it
yeah.
has ports on the top for
Your game memory card.
yeah. Can't really see because my lighting sucks, but
Huh. Okay, well
yeah,
that makes sense, Rob, because they don't do a thing
yeah.
that I can figure out in that game.
Duke, let us down.
So I played a lot.
All right, sorry, carry on.
I played a lot of SSX3, like an insane
That's a
amount
lot of something. Yeah, sorry.
on GameCube is where I played it originally.
Yes,
Um,
yes.
And you know what? That worked out because there was only one shoulder button on the old
Right.
GameCube, the Z1
Yeah, because
button.
Nintendo had to be a little different.
Mm-hmm. And difficult.
They're like, yep.
But yeah, so I will be, when I get a chance to actually play my Xbox, if someone's not using the TV. Honestly, I'm thinking about bringing my Xbox and PlayStation in here and playing off my monitors, because the amount the TV's being used lately has jumped
Yes.
exponentially. So, yeah. SSX3. It's tricky. It's free to rock around, rock all right. It's tricky. It's tricky. So, you got anything making you grumpy, Rob?
Yeah.
Game related. Game related.
No.
Sorry, I forgot.
Not really. I mean, we already covered the Helldivers debacle.
Mhm. So, just to lean on that, what would you do if you were playing Helldivers, having a great time, and they said you got to sign up for a PlayStation account?
well, I mean, I already have one, so it's not really my
Yeah.
my Sony information's already been leaked. I can see people being choked about it though, because usually you play something on Steam,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, just Steam's good enough. I mean, there's Blizzard. You know, if you're playing Diablo, you sign into Battle.net, and
Yeah.
I guess nowadays it's just so much different. You know, it's just one more thing where people get blindsided. I think just having it happen so far in, where it's like Helldivers 2 has already become kind of like a cultural phenomenon. It was like the feel good small indie developer type game that everyone is really enjoying, and
then Sony goes
like,
and
oh,
does
and by
that.
the way, now amalgamation.
Yeah.
It's like a big ISP buying a slightly smaller ISP and then painting all the vans red. It's just like no one's ready for it. There's a lot of inside jokes on our show sometimes, and yeah.
That's one of them.
Yeah. If you want to get even more topical, it'd be like, it'd be like a hockey team having the same player go on long-term injured reserve right before the penalty or right before the trade deadline, so they can hire a bunch of other players and not have a count towards the cap. And then all of a sudden, the day before the playoffs, he's able to play again, and they're 10 million over the cap. It's just like that.
It's so funny. I just heard about this today for the first time. I'd never heard about this, but
yeah, it's technically not cheating.
Yeah,
but it is cheating
but
because no one else does it. Yeah, and they were punished. They lost.
They did.
Karma got them.
Mm-hmm. Las
They
Vegas.
rolled the dice.
Las Vegas.
Yeah. Yeah. They rolled the dice. And they rolled snake eye. I peaked my microphone really there.
Well,
so I don't even care who wins the Stanley Cup. The fact that Vegas didn't, I've already run. I've already run. I ran so far away.
Well, Rob, since you seem to be losing it, why don't you take this crazy train on into the station?
Hey, guys. Guys, girls. Well, Ryan disappeared. We need Ryan to come back. There you go. He's a ghost, Ryan. thank you for listening. We appreciate you guys hanging out with us for a little bit, and if you want to let us know just how much you enjoy hanging out with us, once every 2 or 3 weeks, 4 weeks, 6 months, however long it is, write us an email. makeusgrumpy@gmail.com on the Gmails, because we don't have an Outlook address or a Hotmail, but
we got a Hotmail.
Gmail is what all the kids are doing. And yeah, if you want to catch more of the cultural phenomenon, which is the Grumpy Old Gamers, you can go to our Facebook page and look at, just search for the Grumpy Old Gamers. And there, Ryan and gang post all the latest gaming news, all the latest Switch 2 rumors, as Brent tries to shotgun every single Switch 2 rumor that one day will be right. Someday there will be a Switch 2. Unless they mix it all up and do a Wii U 2.
Ooh.
Yeah. Bring back the virtual store.
Heck
a
yeah.
real hero turn. And yeah, if you want to listen to more of these, you can catch us on the. We have a YouTube channel. Ryan does a lot of Twitch streaming, and every 6 months or so, I release a video, usually a banger, as the kids say. Straight lit, fire, no caps, all caps. I don't know. I hear all these words and I don't know.
You don't know what they mean?
They're all words. I mean, I know what fire is, but like fire sounds good. But then is all caps good or no cap? Like which one's good? Or is good relative? Like if Michael Jackson had pronouns, would they be hee hee? Like these are all things we just need to know. Michael Jackson was an artist who used to sing back in the 80s and 90s.
Yes.
Yeah. And that's everything. So if I've offended you, I apologize.
No, he doesn't.
No, we don't. But thank you for watching. It's a long way to get here. Thank you for watching. He's Ryan. I'm Rob. And we'll catch you guys next time. Have a great night.